Hey, happy Thursday. Hey, UK, you're on here bright and early. Happy Halloween. How's everything in the United Kingdom? It's cloudy here. It's warm and it's beautiful, but it's a little bit cloudy. So is Halloween even happy? Yeah, it can be. It can be a fun time, you know. Yeah, I always liked Halloween, you know. It was time to go out there and just have fun, you know. So, but yeah, I always liked that. So, how's everything over in UK? Is your weather good? What's it like? Does it start to get cooler over there, or is it still nice? We're hey, Google. Okay, Google. Good morning.
Hi, Lucky Dog. It is 8 a.m. Currently in the land it's 70 and mostly cloudy. Today, there will be thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 79 and a low of 70. Have a great day.
So it's it's a lot nicer than it has been. We finally got into our cooler weather this time of year. I mean, it'll stay nice now right up till what, next June? Probably first part of June it'll start getting warm again. So yeah, this is so we get a lot of good. UK says everything is fine. It's going to get snowy soon. Yeah, that's. I've been looking around at a lot of different areas where how it's so snowy already. You know, up in like Colorado. I see Maine. Traveling with Robert, he was up in his trip with Maine, and now it's snowy up there. You know, the UK says, but oddly, it's very sunny right now. It's like, well, generally, you know, we got some sort of little front's been hanging around here. In the last 3 days, it's just been overcast, not really raining. I mean, I think a couple times just spit a couple little drops, but nothing, you know, no real rain there. So, but
got my cup of tea.
Sue's got her cup of tea.
English breakfast
Sue's
tea.
here. The lucky dogs are here. So you got an English breakfast tea, right?
English breakfast tea.
In honor of UK.
That's right.
We always support all of our subscribers and viewers, and so today we're honoring UK by having English tea. Now I don't. I'm having Zephyr Hills natural spring water. This is pretty good stuff. Zephyr Hills is a little town here in Florida, and they do water. They have I think it's actually spring water. You know, you can buy cases of their water and that. So, but that's what I'm having. This one is a lemon lime, and it's not too bad. So we've been getting that LaCroix water, but I thought we'd try a few different things. So Sue got some. She got a black cherry.
Yeah.
And you got sparkling.
What do you think the lemon lime tastes like?
It's all right. The black cherry's the better. You know, lemon lime's you can hardly taste any flavor but water. But the black cherry one is pretty good. You could really taste the black cherry. A lot of these sparkling waters are just, the flavor is so mute you can't hardly taste nothing. But I did notice the black cherry, you can actually taste it. You know, there was one you got was called mango, and that was pretty good.
I'll make the grocery list up today and
start on groceries. We do the Walmart grocery thing where you just go online and get it all, and then you order it, and it's all. They go pick it up. They say, "Hey, it's ready."
We've got our favorites listed. All we've got to do is go through the favorites list and click it, and then see what else we need.
Yeah, and just see what else. It's really pretty handy, you know.
Easy peasy, huh?
Yeah, especially after you make your favorites. You set up your favorites list, and then after you get your favorites in there, then you works out really good. So, hey, good morning, Sophie. How you doing?
Sophie.
Is your surgery over, Sophie? Is that? I take it it's done now, and you're probably back home, hopefully. And if you did, how did that go on it? So, UK says milk makes it better on a morning. I don't drink much milk. I'm not a big milk fan, and big reason because when I was younger, I milked cows every night and every morning, and I
do add milk to my tea sometimes, not all the time.
Okay. Oh, it's so it's over. Watching you from a hospital bed. How cool! I'm glad that maybe we can add a little brightness to your day. So, how's everything gone? Is the hope not much pain or nothing there? So I take it.
It's nighttime for her there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, and I take it everything went successfully. So that's good. And glad it's over, right? That's what, like UK said, when you've got something coming up that you're maybe dreading and you're glad it's over and everything went well. You know, it was like jury duty. I had jury duty last Monday and I was dreading that for a long time, and it's over and I didn't get picked. That was the great part. Sat there all day, just sit there and sit there and sit there. And luckily they didn't pick me, and got to go home. Spent 8 hours. I figured I made $1.87 an hour. They give you $15 a day. I haven't got it yet, so I won't do it until I know, you know. Yeah, like Sue says, nighttime for Sophie in Australia, and wonder how she was feeling. So, I'm glad to see Sophie made it on. So
cool that she came on while she's in the hospital.
That's pretty good. So, hopefully the thing can give you a little entertainment while you're there. So Sophie says, took 2 hours for the operation, had three screws. I was 2 hours in recovery. My heart rate was extremely low, but I'm okay, and I should be home tomorrow. So that's really, like UK said, it's good to hear. Glad to hear everything, went really good in that. So, hey, do they? I take it UK was talking about Halloween, that they have Halloween in United Kingdom. How about Australia? Do they celebrate Halloween in Australia? I'm not sure. I haven't. I imagine we do. And I was just thinking something. Hey, we're international today. It's me and Sue here in the United States, and UK, United Kingdom, and Sophie in Australia. So we're the only ones. We have an international chat so far this morning. That's pretty cool. So they do have Halloween on. So yeah, I wasn't sure. It's.
I've seen pictures of my cousins in Australia. They're sporting their costumes.
Okay.
Is it the same day, October 31st?
October 31st.
But it'd be a day ahead of us.
Yeah. So, well, happy Halloween, everybody. That's what next Wednesday actually is Halloween, and that'd be next the 31st. So UK says also, yes, we celebrate Halloween. I just don't get how Halloween is happier than scarier for the kiddies. Well, you're right, UK. There's some kids get really frightened out with Halloween, Uh-oh, Sophie's screen just froze, so hopefully that'll come back for you shortly. Maybe you have Wi-Fi there in the hospital, and sometimes public Wi-Fi ain't that good, Yeah, like UK said, I one time lived in a town, decorated everything all up, and real spooky like, and man, these kids were freaking out. It's like, wow, it's supposed to be fun, and they didn't. So I
little kids, they
so I ended up just went out and sat on the porch.
I saw a thing on Facebook somebody had shared yesterday. Little kids going in for picture opportunities, and Michael from that movie Halloween was a character that you got your picture taken with. Anyway, the kids walked through the door, and that Michael, the big guy with the hockey mask from Halloween, was standing there, and the kids just looked at him, and their eyes got big as saucers. One turned around and ran out and dropped her kid. Sophie's
back to normal now. Good. Glad you got back on.
But that was funny, Probably the poor little kids are going to have nightmares now.
Well, I guess I look at it different. When I was a kid, I wasn't scared. That's cool. But a lot of kids are scared. Hey, good morning, Ted. Hockey mask with Jason and Mike, not Michael.
Oh, Ted, you're right. Hi, Ted.
With Jason, not Michael. So, hey, morning, Ted. How's everything up in PA? We were just kind of talking a little bit about Halloween, and UK says, I know how to get the most amount of candy from trick-or-treating. So that's the main thing. When I was a kid, especially, you would go to the areas that you figured the rich people lived in, because they generally would give more and better candy, so that was kind of our goal. And another little thing used to do is you would have like 2 masks, and you'd hurry up and go around town once. You would change costumes, get a different mask, and go again, and then you get it twice, So I don't know. I was a deviant little kid. Ted says my favorite time of year. Yeah, and
Ted went to the movies. How was the movie?
That's right. Ted was gone to the Halloween movie, which was Halloween.
Yep.
That was the name of the movie, the new Halloween. And so yeah, how was the movie, Ted? I think it was called Halloween. Is that correct? Let me see if I can look that up real quick here. Halloween. So it was just called Movie Halloween. And we'll,
It might come up in emails.
oh, I'm typing, that's why I'm not talking.
He said excellent, no spoilers, Ted said.
Oh, no spoilers? So.
Yeah, he's not giving any spoils.
Oh, so yeah, he's not going to... let's see if I can bring up a picture here of the movie Halloween. No, that didn't do it. I'm trying to find a thing I can flip over there to the new... the newest movie on it. And I get quiet because I'm looking... Scary Maze. Oh, this isn't... Let's see if I can flip that over a second there, and you can see what this is. Halloween now playing in theaters. So I don't know if I dare put the trailer up or not there. Let me click on the trailer a minute and see what the little trailer comes out there. So yeah, this was that's the newest one. It's in the theater, and this is what Ted went to see on it. I don't have no sound for it here, but it looks like the kids are out trick or treating. And now, who was in that one? Who was your character? That wasn't Michael, Freddie. I mean, was that? I'm asking Sue.
Oh, well.
And because I don't know.
Jamie Lee Curtis is the only one I know.
Well, I'm talking about the character. Like we had Jason. We had
Michael.
It was Michael. Okay. And I take it this here scene we're looking at right now is Michael.
I must have got frozen.
Oh, you're not seeing it?
I must have got frozen.
Okay. So I take it this is Michael. We're watching the trailer here for a minute there. I can't see your chats while you do it, so Sue can do the chats for me while I'm doing it. So, oh, it looks like he's got the axe. This looks kind of scary. So, anyways, that's the new Halloween movie. Let me get back to my screen where I can see things again. All right, there we go. Yeah, so UK says copy the jump scare face from the Scary Maze game, The Exorcist, into a mask. Bam. And so he says the Halloween movie has just come out and now it's in the cinema. So yeah, that's what Ted went to see the other day. He went to see the new movie. UK says Jason Voorhees is the best in my option. And so he says we are a few months behind in movies. Okay.
We're very behind, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean we
don't go to the movies.
We don't really go to the movies because it's expensive going to the movies. Ted says I'm going to go see it again soon before it's taken out of the theaters. Yeah, I mean, and that's I guess the thing about when you go to the theater and see a movie, because you got this big screen and they generally have really, really good sound and everything. And so I mean, that's the reason you go to the theater, But my gosh, if you get some popcorn and a few drinks and stuff, it can.
How was Ted's beverage?
Yeah, how'd your beverage go, Ted? Did you try my suggestion with the water bottle and the clear liquid, namely vodka? UK says I know something that will scare you on YouTube. It's 1 second long, so. It's going to take a lot to scare me, UK, but but there's a lot of holidays. It's called Skull Trumpet. It's 1 second long, so that's the name of it, Skull Trumpet. All right, I'll see what I can find here. So if I quit talking for a second, Sue can chime in because I start looking things and then I forget to talk. So let's see if we can find it. All right, here it is. It's not going to have any sound to it, but let me flip it over a second.
I may hide my eyes.
Hide your eyes. So this is Skull Trumpet, and oh, it's kind of cool though. Oh, that was like 1 second. That was like that barely.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
But it was cool. That was really cool. So that
I
was.
had to hide my eyes.
Yeah, Sue didn't even have to hide her eyes on that one.
I used to hide my eyes during scary parts of movies.
Hide it so you don't get scared, huh? So yeah, that was pretty cool though. Being it was just like 1 second long. So now they ought to make that longer. If you could record that and make it longer, it would be kind of neat.
Have like a scary music play.
Mm-hmm.
Play scary music.
Yeah, behind it, you know. You could do that. You could take a little effort, but you could do that. Take your screen, your editor, and double it, and make it a longer one, and put it. Well, I don't know if it has a copyright or who it belongs to or anything, you know.
Then you have to put it out there.
Well, why do it? You know. So Ted said I didn't put in the water bottle, but I snuck a pint and then mixed it with my soda fountain. There you go. Makes the movie so much more fun, you know. It's like it was, you know. Hey, just the way it is. You got to enjoy it, you know. I went to a party at a church one time and snuck some in. So you see how bad I am, you know. Had a great time, you know. They had a, what do they call it? A murder mystery party, and I don't know if any of you guys ever been to any of those or heard about them. And I've put a couple of those on, a murder mystery party, and you cook dinner around it, and everybody's a character, and you read a part, and somebody was the murderer, and it's really, really fun, you know. And different times people will put them out there, so that's just something I've done a couple times, and they're really a lot of blasts, and I've been to a couple of them myself. Besides, I think I've done 2 of them. Here at my house, and I had friends. This has been years ago I did these, but they're a lot of fun. Put those on there, and a good night of food, and a good night of just a mystery, you know. So you can get the you can go online and get them and download the whole thing. You got to print out all the scripts and stuff, and it's kind of complicated to set it up. And the hardest part is you invite everybody, and then anybody's come, you give them a part. But if somebody don't show up, it kind of messes things up. You kind of like, come on guys, show up if you come, because there's a part empty. Then somebody has to fill it, do a part. But that's a lot of fun. You know, like I said, I've done those years ago. I did one, it was a haunted cruise, and the other one, haunted cruise was kind of, it says my video output's low, so I hope it's coming through okay. But anyways, are you following the World Series? No, I don't. I don't do much sports. I heard it was on. You know, yeah, I'm not don't do much with sports. Even NASCAR's the only sport that I ever got to. I don't even watch it anymore. So yeah, just UK says there's a all-star remix of Skull Trumpet 2. It's called Doot Star. Have to check that one out too. So. Oh, there's so much out here on YouTube if you want to, you know, do the all kinds of scary stuff, and you know, you do a search and add out on it. So, yesterday I broke my phone. Man, it was yesterday or the day before. And I lose track of the days. I had my phone sitting here and had it plugged into the charger, and not realizing I had it plugged in when I went to grab it. Being it plugged in, it pulled out of my hand at the same time. It fell down, and it came unplugged, hit the floor, and broke my screen. And it's like, oh man, I was all irritated because I'm pretty careful of all my equipment, but that one got by me, so I ended up having to go out and buy a new one. So I had the Stylus 3 by LG, which I really liked it a lot. Well, then I went to go get another one, and they don't make the Stylus 3 anymore. Now it's the Stylus 4, which is a little more money than the 3. So anyways, I got the 4. It's working great, but that was irritating to break my phone, because I'm always very careful. You know, I've always commented on some people the way they treat their phones. It's like, man, they throw it down, throw it here, throw it there. It's like, man, I don't do that, you know. So anyways, so I got a new phone on it. So UK said you may play Mario Kart music with NASCAR. It'll make your day. I used to have the Mario Kart some time ago. I don't know what happened to it. On Wii, had the Wii player with the little cordless steering wheel, and had that player. And it was fun for a while, but I get bored with games so quickly. You know, that's my problem with games. You know, I just get bored so quickly. So hey Ted, what is the weather in PA today? What kind of temperature? Hey, and same thing with Sophie. She's current in Australia. I'm not sure what it is over there. Australia is what? Their season is opposite of ours. Winter. They'll be coming into spring. Yeah, we're going into fall. They should be coming into spring. So everybody report in. What's your weather? UK says, true, no game is good enough for cuckoo. Yeah, I get cuckoo. I see, I have this, I guess you'd call it attention deficit disorder. Is that what you call that? Where I can't focus very long. And I think that's why I don't like sports, because it's just, after a while, bores me, you know, right down to NASCAR. So I can't focus long enough, you know. And I have the same problem with a lot of shows. It's got to really hold my attention, or I go off just a bit and then I don't know what's going on, and then I lose track of the show and I just quit watching it. So that's because I'm just all over the place. I've always been that way. So I don't know. Is that what kids call that? When the kids, they go attention deficit disorder? I don't know. ADD, is that what kids run into nowadays? And we just called it wasn't paying attention. You know, now they have names and abbreviations for all those things that we used to call it discipline. You know, so but everybody does tend to have different personality. Now Sue's laid back. She's just laid back, and I'm just the opposite. You know, it's like come on, and then see, that's me. I'm gonna just go. You know, and it's hard to make myself slow down. I can't slow down like that. You know.
Spur of the moment things too.
Well, that's what I mean. But when I say spur of the moment, boom, out the door like in seconds.
No,
you know.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, that's all right. But when I say spur of the moment, I mean now. It's like within 2 seconds, I'm up, I'm out, and I'm gone. You know, so that's my spur of the moment thing. Is do it quick. So yeah, we're missing a few people this morning. Ted says we're only 2 wins away from winning it. Go Red Sox. So
yeah.
Is that's the whole series? Is that like the championships? Yep. Is it what that is? You know. So well, good. I hope they win. Red Sox. Where's that at?
Boston.
Oh, Boston. You see how much I know? I don't even.
I know baseball.
I don't know nothing about it.
I love baseball, Tim.
Yeah, never.
Indians.
No. I tell you what, it's funny. I remember years ago when I lived in Ohio, and I don't know, get together, and they were talking baseball and stuff, and I guess it was, I don't know, series or whatever. And, you know, I just go, yeah, I hope the Indians lose. Man, this lady got mad. And all upset, and I go, man, I said, it's just a game. You know, it's like, they take that stuff way too seriously, you know. It's just a game. It's like playing Monopoly. It's a game. So anyways, that's the little I know about it. So UK says, kids be like, 5 more minutes. Oh, no. 5 more minutes now. The bus is leaving. So I guess Boston's the one, you know. Ted says I'm a New England sports fan, and it doesn't live in New England. Yeah. So, yeah. No, I can't say I'm not.
You're not far from it, though.
Why would you love the Indians? So what's the love about them?
I love the Indians.
Why?
My Indians, they're my tribe.
Why? I'm an Indian. I was born.
You are.
You know, but I don't even love. Jeff Gordon's who I used to follow in NASCAR. I don't even love Jeff Gordon. I mean, why would I love something like that? So I don't get it. You know, it's like, yeah, NASCAR is, like I said, that's anymore. They've got the dumb thing set up like a ball game, and it's like they have stages and they have playoffs, and that's not NASCAR. And so it used to be points and just race, and so I don't know how you watch that. So. The UK says New England stole our capital city by name. Oh yeah, New England. So, well, we all came. I guess we came from England's where most of us came from. You know, so what was it? The Mayflower? Is that when we started? Pilgrims.
They came from the Mayflower, yeah.
Came over on the Mayflower, and Christopher Columbus. He discovered America.
He was
lost.
He was Italian.
and he was lost. They say he discovered. No, he was just lost, and he come ashore and go, hey, look, it's America. You know, so they gave
Spain.
it.
Was he Spain?
I think maybe he might have been
He
from.
went to this. No, he went to the king and queen of Spain.
Is it? And yeah, he then. So hey, is anybody getting any buffering? My thing says low stream. Is anybody getting any buffering?
No,
I hope.
not so far.
Sue says she's good. So
I actually hit the button when you were trying to do
that was your fault.
Okay, that was my fault.
yeah, it was you for it. Sophie says, "What will we be cooking next?" Well, you know, that's a good question. Every day I do most of the cooking, but the hardest part is, what do I cook? You know, every day. Yesterday I made, I took the, what do they call it? Hot pot? Is that what they call them?
Instapot.
Instapot. You know, it's a steamer. It's a pressure cooker. I took the pressure cooker and put chicken breast, the white meat. I'm not a fan of the white meat. I'd rather have the dark meat. But I threw it in there and put a bunch of seasonings in it and some water, and then I steamed that for about 30 minutes. You could probably cook less than that, but I cooked it for about 30 minutes. It wasn't frozen. You had gotten it out. So I've done it I go like 35 or 40 minutes frozen. But anyway, so I cooked that up and then took that broth and I melt some butter in a skillet, add some chicken bouillon cubes, and then I take like a quarter cup of flour and mix that in and make a roux. Then I took the liquid off of those chicken breasts and put it in that roux and made a gravy. And then I made mashed potatoes. So we had mashed potatoes with gravy and chicken breast yesterday. I don't know what we're going to have today. I haven't got that far yet.
Should have taken that pork roast out.
Could have. And that's the thing. Pork roast we have frozen. That's been good, but it's frozen. If you don't plan ahead and get something out and it's frozen, you can throw it in the microwave and defrost it, you know, which, you know, it works. Or this Instant Pot pressure cooker thing is good because you can throw frozen stuff in there, and there, Ted said it sounds good. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was very good. So that's what I made yesterday. I should film more. It sounds, sometimes it seems like I cook a lot of the same thing, and I've made videos of it. So it seems like so I don't always make a video of it, you know. Plus, it takes a lot more effort to cook and make a video. The last cooking video was the pumpkin roll that Sue made, and UK says nom nom nom. Where's mine? Well, come down, Tread. You gotta stop in, you know. So anyway, I filmed the one Sue making the pumpkin roll, which, you know, leaves her free to just make it. Where if you're doing the cooking and the filming, it's hard, you know, to do both at the same time. So, but yeah. Larry Dawson, it comes on off and on. I got a text from him the other day. I think he's in Texas right now, but he's heading over this way, going to stop in and do a meetup. He was one of our subscribers. He comes on. He's been on I think almost an 8-week trip in his Roadtrek camper, and he has limited Wi-Fi, so he hasn't been coming on every time because he doesn't want to use up all his data on it. And I think these data programs should be all unlimited, and actually it should be free. There should be internet everywhere for everybody. It should be good quality, and it should all be free because we do so much online anymore. Even government stuff you do online, you know, and they need to make that accessible and free. So maybe we could get Mr. Trump to work on that. That'd be a good. I think that'd be a good bill to pass. All the clowns in Washington make all these stupid laws and stuff, but make some good ones, you know, that benefits everybody. So Ted says, I have unlimited. I didn't know there was limited data. Yeah, there is. Well, see, now I'm talking of cell phone data to use it. You have limited. Here at home, it's unlimited. Most home plans are all unlimited, but when you take your cell phone out and have a mobile data, you know, of course, a limited, different.
Unlimited now. It was only 2 milligrams.
2 gigs, yeah. She used to get 2 gigs with her. She's on Verizon, and
Senior plan.
now got senior.
Senior.
Now it's what, 55? Was that what the age?
Think it is,
I
yeah.
think. And so there, yeah, my cell phone. So yeah, that's well. And if any guys out there have Verizon and you're 55 or over, check on the I call it the old people's plan. If you can get for almost the same price, get unlimited data. So check that out. That says I got Metro PCS. The phone, like I just bought this new phone here. This is Straight Talk, and Straight Talk is Verizon, and you can buy a plan. I don't have a plan. I have no phone service on it. I use the phone for Wi-Fi and stuff because you think about your phone, you use really little bit of it for actually calling, and everybody texts nowadays. Nobody calls, and so you use so little bit of that for the actual purpose. So you're paying a lot of money for a little bit. I mean, a lot of places you can get public Wi-Fi and stuff. So I don't really need to pay a plan. Now, grant you, sometimes you can't make a phone call when you want to. That's the downside of it. But back in the old days, we didn't even have cell phones, so we didn't. When you was out driving around, you didn't have to worry about trying to make a call or something because you'd have to go to the payphone or something. So, well, anyways, UK says don't think it's odd that the 1800s the UK led the US, but in 1900s the US leads the UK. So, I don't.
We were a young country. We were developing.
Yeah, and now we're falling apart. Actually, the economy-wise, our country is bustling right now. The best it's been in 50 years. Morality-wise, our country's a crap. You know, it's went in the dumpster morality-wise. And so it's like, you know, things, different countries change, you know. Guess you need us again. Yeah, we do. We need something again. I don't know. I mean, not in other countries to know what it's like in other countries, but we know what it's like in the United States, and there's a lot of problems, you know. And it's not always financial; it's a lot of other stuff that's problems
everywhere. But
well, there is, and it's the freedom aspect. I get started on that, and I really don't believe we have our freedoms like they say we do, you know, because we're controlled by everything we do. You know, you own property, but you have to have a building permit, and yeah, gun laws and all that. So, I mean, we could go on and on about all that stuff on it with a lot of different opinions. So, but yeah, it's there's a lot. But I said it, there's problems everywhere in the world on it. But well, that's just the way it is. Hey, there's Jeff B. Good morning, Jeff. So, I was talking to Jeff yesterday. I think Jeff has got himself a drone on order. He got himself a Spark. He's gonna love that. He'll have a blast with it. I think the Spark is a good start out drone. They're pretty easy to fly. They're you know, they take some decent pictures. You know, they get some really good pictures, in fact. And so I believe Jeff B's going to become a droner. Is that what we call ourselves? A droner? If you fly a drone, a droner? I don't know what. Anyway, a drone pilot, you know. So, but yeah, you'll love it. It's fun. I took mine. I haven't flown. I flew mine the other day here. Yeah, I guess that was yesterday.
You're a pilot.
A drone pilot. That's it.
You're a helicopter pilot.
I fly. I've been flying my helicopters when I go out to the field. I didn't go out last weekend. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you got one. It's like, oh, there's Tammy. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, my people. Glad to see everybody's popping on now. So, yeah, I've been flying RC for 25, 30 years, probably longer than that, maybe 40 years. So the flying part of it's no big deal, but the technology's fun. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, Jeff, shoot me an email or whatever, you know, and I'll do what I can to help you out. So how's Tammy this morning? Everything's good up your way? So he says, sorry everyone, I have to go. Pain medication has kicked me in bedtime, so sorry. Hey Sophie, I'm glad you came aboard, and it sounds like your surgery went really good. Be looking forward to when you can get out and get home and everything gets all healed up. So I'm glad you stopped by. Always enjoy having you come by and join us in the chat. So everybody keep Sophie in mind as she's healing up from her surgery on it. It'll probably take a few weeks to get back to normal again, you know. Oh, Jeff said, I haven't already worn you out. Nah, you know, I enjoy talking. If you like to do something, you like to enjoy talking about it, you know. And I enjoy talking about that and tropical fish and a lot of other things. Usually techie stuff. I'm a nerd. So everybody saying hi. I got up late, feeling better, Sophie. So Tammy, how's your weather up in that St. Louis area? We were talking about it here. Our weather cooled down, feels great. We have the doors hanging open now. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in DeLand is 71.
71. See, that's gorgeous. You know, the humidity's came down. It's overcast today. Last couple of days. Oh, thanks, UK. You said you're not a nerd. You're just impressive. I don't mind being a nerd. It's like, you know, when you're a nerd and enjoy it. I'm proud to be a nerd. You know, people could get hung up on names. You know, it's like I don't get hung up on names. You can call me whatever. Your name's a name. It's a word. You know, people will call something. I seen somebody did a black face. It was a big deal. Who cares? You know, do a white face. Who cares? You know. So current temperature in UK is, and we're leaving in suspense. Yeah, you're right, Tammy. It's beautiful. And Ted says 71. I'm jealous. You know. Ted says I got 3 new toys this week. You're the only drone I have though. So toys are fun. I said I know there's bikes, boats, and how you pronounce that? Bivouacs. Okay. Scott checking in. Hey, good to see you, Scott. When is your next motorcycle ride? I don't know. We don't ride the motorcycle as much as we should. I don't know. It's the weather is nice. So he probably saw the video I did when we went to Biketoberfest. And but yeah, you know, I have to throw the drone in the bike and go out and do some videoing and take a ride on the bike. It's you know, do that. We just don't ride it as much as we used to. We need to do it. We started thinking about selling it, but put a sign on it and had no bites on it. But and he says it's been 71 just about every day, about noon for the last week or so. Wow, that's great, Tammy. That's that is just perfect weather. Joey said I meant drone nerd authority. Yeah.
Drone nerd authority.
Yeah, I'm a drone nerd. So UK just subbed.
Jeff got 3 new toys. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I love, toys. You know, it's need more money. You know, the lotto. Somebody won that. It was up to $1.6 billion. You know, my gosh, $1 billion. That's like, oh, and UK says I'm a clown. So I try to be a clown sometimes.
Is he the clown or is Bob the clown?
Well, I think UK could be a clown too. So, but yeah, can you imagine $1.6 billion? I don't need that much money. I mean, that's just like ungodly amount of money, really. $1 billion is like 999,000 millions. Anyway, so could you get drone footage while riding a bike? I really could get some drone footage riding a bike. You set it up in this follow me mode. It'd be easier to do it. Let someone else ride and take it, but not that far. You're not really gonna go down the road 70 mile an hour because the drone won't keep up that far. My drone, I think, will go 42 mile an hour, which is pretty fast, but the bike, you know, you'd have to go that same speed or it would just outrun it, you know. And UK says, no, seriously, I'm the funniest here. You are. See I can't pronounce that. Van Duet.
Both bikes have good wax. Is that what you meant?
No, what the UK said, Van Zawig. I can't pronounce
I don't know
it.
what that means here.
And so Tanya says somebody won. Yeah, they won yesterday up in South Carolina. Somebody.
South Carolina, that's right.
They had won, but the other people I see here in Florida won like $2-3 million each, but that wasn't part of the overall jackpot.
Yes.
So
someone in North Carolina won $1 million. 2 people in Florida, Central Florida, won. One won $1 million, one won $3 million.
$3 million. So Jeff B says I bought a Galaxy Note 9, the Spark, and a nice new S&W 40 pistol. Well, cool. So you got all kinds of toys going on there. It's really neat. You're gonna have fun with your Spark. That'll they're a blast. Tang says if you have that much money, then there should be no need for starving person or strain. That's true. You know, you could spread that out. You know, you can spread it all out. You know. UK say let's start again with gun law. Nah, we don't need to go into gun laws. It's more like politics.
Read my comment.
Sue says somebody in North Carolina won it. I'm sure I'm related to them. Yeah, yeah. You guys, if you win the lotto, don't forget Uncle Bob here. Yeah, I went to kindergarten with them. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Or like someone said, somebody touched me inappropriately.
Well, right. So remember about 30 years ago you touched me inappropriate?
In kindergarten probably, right, Tammy?
Yeah. UK says no guns for the public. In the UK we have about 97% less gun incidents. Yeah, less shooting is, the less people are going to get shot. You know, so not taking my guns away. You know, you have right to them.
That's right, you have a right to them. Just don't shoot them all over the place like stupid people do.
Yeah, you just gotta be responsible. You know. Jeff says, I think Spark will be my favorite. Scheduled to arrive tomorrow. Wow, that's good. Yeah, you know, they're pretty good. Order them right off DJI. The shipping's, I got my stuff in like 3-4 days, you know, about like 3 days on it.
So that's cool, that's fast.
That's a taking. UK says, yes, you were in UK, Ted. FB says, I hear you, Ted. Kane says, UK guns is redundant here in the USA. Or at least keep it on the list. So yeah, you'll have fun with the Spark. Came out originally, it used your cell phone for the controller, and the distance was pretty limited, but now they've put the controller with it, so now you can fly off with it. You don't have to, you know, I think it was Bluetooth before, and it was very short distance, and now they got the controller. I'm not sure the specs how far, but mine will go 2 miles. You don't, no way you need to go 2 miles. That's just further than, I've never taken it. I don't think I've ever taken it a mile. You know, I can get all the shots I need probably within 1,500, 2,000 feet is probably as much I ever need to get any shots, you know. And height-wise, I only go 400 feet, and it's way, way up there at 400 feet. So, UK says Ted says UK had no intention of going to the UK. No, I never been there. I've never had no desire to go to the UK. You know, Sue says she likes it, but then the UK will fly to the US. Jeffy, I was wondering if this PNN will fit the controller. PHN will fit the controller. What's PHN? You got me lost on the abbreviation. It'll probably. Oh, was that the pad, the notepad you got? It will. Those arms will stretch out, and you should be able to put it in on it. So if that's what you're talking about, though I can put my tablet in there. It's a 7-inch tablet, and it'll fit in there. You know.
Phone. You meant PHN? I think phone.
The phone. Okay. You'd say yes. The entire country will rip from the ground, creating a massive tsunami towards France. Oh yeah, Sue said she liked Cornwall. You know, I think so. The specs are 170 millimeters long. You know, so yeah, you shouldn't have any problem. I can put my 7-inch iPad will fit on that controller on it. I mainly fly mine. I bought the goggles, and I don't think you can use the goggles on the Spark. But I have the. See if I put them on the camera in a minute. See, I have the goggles here, and I use this a lot. I use my phone, but I use the goggles a lot because and it's like immersive on that. But I just set my new phone. I've got the LG Stylus 4, and I did set up yesterday, and it's working fine. You know, he says I'm becoming less funny, more random, like our weather. Weather's, you know, we was talking about random weather. Florida's weather is more consistent. It seems like we get into a pattern of weather, and it stays that way. Like it's warm, and it'll be warm for months, and it'll cool down. Where other places seem like every day it's up and down, where ours is not as, like UK said, random. Ours is more consistent in patterns, you know. Okay, so how many inches is 160 millimeter? Okay, Google, how many inches is 160 millimeter?
160 millimeters equals 6.299 inches.
6.299 inches. So
6.3.
So about a 6-inch on it. So yeah, UK said I don't use inches. See, I don't use millimeters. I just can't catch on.
It
you know?
just didn't catch on in the U.S.
Well, they're using it a lot. Everybody's always they'll talk meters, and I go, I don't know what you're talking about. I have to sit down and get the calculator out and do the math, and I don't want to do that. Inches I know because I grew up with the inches, and so you know I just don't. So 6.3 is cool, you know. And everybody, different countries use that's what you was growing up with. If you was growing, that's what you use, you know. So that's cool. Hey, I kind of feel bad for Robert watching that main video. He had to kind of cut it short and didn't get to experience all the Maine they had to offer. Yeah, if any of you haven't watched Traveling with Robert, he did the video on Maine, and the weather wasn't really that good, and that was just a bad trip for him. You know, the old Kia broke down, and actually the Kia died because they killed it. They killed the Kia, and now he's got a new Chevy pickup, which he should be all good. Yeah, I'm too old to change now too, Jeff. So, but yeah, he went up that one mountain to get the sunrise early. Got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was foggy, and I think Maine would be a very beautiful state, but it was just a bad time for Robert. Whole trip wasn't really what it could have been. But you know, that's bound to happen. As much traveling as he does around, you know, Maine. Maybe you can go there again, you know, sometimes. So yeah, he had all kinds of trouble. He's in Portland, had lighthouses, memorable and stunning. I've never been to Maine, you know. I mean, I'm not going to make a special trip up there, but it would be okay to visit, you know. So I'm not care much about traveling anymore. Pretty much did that, you know. Been everywhere I wanted to go. My main goal years ago when I was younger is I wanted to go to Hawaii, and I did it before 40 and did it, and that was my super traveling of any place I wanted to go was Hawaii. Now my favorite place of all the places I've been, Keys, and that's just, you know, 5-6 hours away, but that's my favorite spot I've ever been to of all the places I've been. So anyways, let's catch up here. UK has the oldest man-made landmark in Europe. Well, see, UK's old country, so a lot of this stuff's old. Stonehenge, yeah. Amy said, I've never been either. So, yeah, I mean, that's like, the older you get, you don't feel, it's not fun to travel because it's hard enough surviving every day, and traveling wears you out, you know. Tammy said she wants to go to UK. Yeah, do there when you're young, you know. If you do any traveling, get it before you get too old, because she said the older you get, sitting in a car traveling is stressful. It hurts your body. Sitting in an airplane hurts your body, and so it's like just traveling ain't no fun when you get too old. Sue said in Cornwall there are stones called the Merry Maidens. It said they predate Stonehenge, but I can't show you, so I think I have heard of that, the Merry Maidens. I always thought that was a bunch of maidens that went in a bar, the Merry Maidens.
Well, these Merry Maidens, it was rumored they were dancing on Sunday, on the Sabbath, and the god had told them that that they weren't allowed to dance on Sunday, and they were found dancing, and so the gods or whomever turned them to stone when they were found dancing.
Yeah. Tammy says, yes, Bob, it wears you out. It does. It wears me out sitting in my recliner. Retirement should be when you're young, and when you're old, you wouldn't be worth much, but then you could work. That's crazy. UK says Stonehenge was what preceded AM PM. And then Tammy says Tim and I are hoping to do some traveling after he retires. Well, you know, a lot of people do travel a lot after they retire, but they must feel a lot better than I do. You know, because it's like, to me, I find it stressful and painful, and you know, it's like, but I've never had a high, like people do marathons and stuff. No way, you know. He says, Bob, I always said that too. Yeah, it's just, you know, do when you're younger, because I guarantee you, the older you get, for most people, there's some people old seem like they never stop, you know. But do things while you're young, because as you get older, your body hurts, you know, and the fun part kind of goes away, you know. It's not as much fun as when you was younger on it. So
I hope you can travel, Tammy. It's awesome.
Yeah, I hope you can. Anybody when travel, do it. But you know, the cool thing, there's so many traveling videos now that you can turn on the television. It's just like being there.
Well, first, Robert's. You feel like you're just right there.
Yeah, it's like, well, I don't have to go. Robert went for me, you know.
He did a great with that one of New York.
Yeah.
Showed you a lot of New York,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, he shows you everything, you know. And you can decide whether you like a place or not by doing that. Like New York, I don't like. I've been there years ago. I didn't like it, and Robert did a great video, but I still don't like it. It's too busy, you know. But you can determine that by watching these, you know. You said we also invented the World Wide Web, and we were the first country to make oil-fueled cars. Is that cool? Jeffy says, oh, I just measured this new phone. It is approximately 6.6 and 5/8, so I think it's going to work. I don't have a tape measure to measure mine, but
didn't she say it was 6.29?
6.29.
6.3, so it's too small. But this phone
It won't be too small, but
okay.
as long as it's not too big, you know. The Tammy, UK said makes cars go. And it said, Tammy said, we will take our time, and I haven't been to many places except the beach in Florida, Destin a few times. So, yeah, Destin's a nice area. Let me grab my controller here a minute, and I kind of show Jeff how far that opens up on the... Alright, here's what me and Jeff's talking about. This is the controller for a phone. These things here, if I can get it around to the camera, you can see it. This opens up here, like so. And what you can do is they'll go out quite a ways. See, both of them kind of comes out like this. And you can angle them. I can get it in the camera. You can angle them so that you can set your tablet in between. So you can see how wide that is. And I don't have a tape measure here to measure it. But they'll go out quite a little ways where you can put your tablet or your phone in there. So I think you're going to be good to go, Jeff. I think there will be plenty of room to put your tablet in there. You'll need to download the Go app. The Go, there's 2 Go apps. I think it's the Go 2 that you'll download. But anyway, so that should help you out on it. Jeff says, no, Sue said Destin is a beautiful area. Don't think it was affected too much by it. I don't think Destin got too much damage with that hurricane.
It was further east, I believe.
Jeffy says, UK, you guys were the first country to whoever left too. Yeah, the hurricane, they're still cleaning up there from the...
Beach has a long way to
They
go.
do. UK says, actually, we are thinking of making hydrogen and electric only powered car that's better for the environment and it's more efficient. Yeah, electric cars are big. There's more and more electric cars coming to the United States. Just says, oh, that'll work, Bob. I gotta have a... I'm gonna have a lot of... No problem. That's the question on. So yeah, you can... I'm sure you'll get your tablet in there easily. The only other thing, these phones out in the sunshine, I made a little shield to block it so the sun don't wash out your picture. I've run into that problem before, and I go down to the dollar store, buy yourself a sheet of that foam board. You can cut it out and fabricate a little shield to put over it so the sun doesn't block it, or stand in the shade. You can do that too. And he says the last time I went, it had murky waters too, and that was years ago. Well, about murky water, here in Florida, been some red tide.
That's just what I said.
Yeah, our beaches are getting red tide, and it's sad. They tested down in Brevard, which is Cocoa Beach, next county down, and there was red tide there. A lot of fish washing up on shore. They tested it here, our local, and they said there was none here locally at our beaches. That they tested it's an algae bloom is what this red tide is, and that'll change too as the tides will take it out and wash it away. But I guess it gets stagnant in there, and the tide gets all that algae in it, and that's what causes all that. So it can be harmful. Kane said, I believe we have many ways that we could travel without hurting the environment. Government doesn't want us to know. Oh, I'm sure that. It's a discussion for another day. Yeah, it is. I'll have to do some stuff on that about cars and traveling. You know, I think they've held down stuff, that technology that's out there, and I think there's good ways. I think drones, we talk about drones, it's going to be the cool way of doing it. Now, as far as powering them, most of them are powered electrically. That's probably the biggest issue on traveling, flying cars or drones. They're the same thing. And so they get the power issue down. I think we'll fly around in drones, like get in a little car and autonomously put it together, and you can go from there. And diesel cars are now banned. Really? I didn't know that. He says that's so sad. Poor fish. Yeah, you know. And it says UK says it will happen. We'll have flying cars. Yeah, drone cars. They're you know, it's weird. You run across people now and then don't like drones. I don't know what the problem is, but they don't realize how much beneficial drones have been, will be, and they're going to be in the future. Kane says, hope we'll see it in our lifetimes. I hope so too. There's some out there. I mean, they're slowly coming along. So Scott about, do you have a drone? So yeah, Scott, do you have a drone?
I remember to call him Scott. Otherwise I would be calling him Bikes.
Bikes. So I forgot, Scott, where was he from? Do you remember?
Bikes, boats, and bivouacs.
Yeah, but where was he from? Oh, you were saying? So, and where maybe he didn't say his location. Yeah, I see Scott on, I'll get on Friday night, Traveling with Robert has his live chat, and I'll see him on the live chat. So I'm so glad he came aboard with us, you know. I get, I noticed in Robert's live chat, he doesn't read the comments he used to read every comment. As he gotten more people on, he can't get to everybody, and I get that because the more you get, you kind of start losing track, and it's hard to get to every
the one
comment.
From Florida, I'm wondering. From down in the
don't remember. So, Scott, you're still on. Whereabouts was you from? You know. UK says no, literally flying cars that cost millions of pounds and aren't available to the public unless they have pilot license and a degree, and a driver's license will also need a runway to land. Well, a drone you won't need a runway to land. A drone will go straight up and down, and actually with autonomously, you don't even have to fly it. You just program, you go boop boop, go here, and it'll do it on. I can do that with my drone. I use a program, it's called Litchi, and I can actually set up a thing, and where I want my drone to fly, it loads it to the drone, and it'll fly that pattern right for me. I don't even have to touch it. I just hit the button to take off, and it'll take off, fly where I tell it. It'll take pictures where I tell it. It'll come back and land, and I never touch the thing. It basically flies itself. So, Sue says, what part of the country are you from? Florida to Scott. And he says, and they already exist. Yeah, they're out there. Kane said they just don't have enough laws in place for drones from what I understand. Well, actually they have too many laws for drones is the issue. They're limiting them down so that you can't fly them. The problem with drones is irresponsible people that mess around and don't fly them properly. That's the biggest issue, and they're trying to govern it too much, you know. And I understand that you have to stay away from airplanes. That's very important, you know. But there's rules for planes and rules for drones that they can go together. In fact, my drone has sensors that it can't get near. If it comes by, I can fly right straight at me and it'll stop. It won't hit me, you know. And the same thing with other objects that can do that. So yeah, I mean, they need to be regulated. I agree with that. And we need to have, it's just like we all know the idiots that get in cars and how they run around and run into trees and stuff and other people. It's the same thing with anything, you know, a drone or whatever it is. It's the idiot behind the wheel that that you have to do it, you know. And speaking of idiots, I haven't done this for a while, you know, as we talk about idiots a lot. So idiots are everywhere, you know, and that's basically what the problem is. It's idiots. we have to regulate idiots, not people, just idiots. So, anyways, I haven't used that for a while. I'll get my idiots,
right.
You know. So.
Our favorite phrase.
Yeah. So okay. So exactly. You guys, we can fly them all we want as long as they are controlled by an experienced personnel and must have safety. Yeah, you gotta just, you know, study them and be safe. You know. I'm very cautious when I fly my drone. They said, yes, that's true, Tammy. Only 50 are being made, though. They said there was a lady who had just installed cameras around her house, and someone was peeping into her windows with a drone. Yeah, idiot. That's it. See, right there. It's like, why? You're an idiot if you're using your drone just to fly up somebody's window and look in the window.
It's in our window.
Well, I do that because it's
home.
At home. I do that for fun with Sue, but I'm not going to do it to my neighbors. You know, it's like I do it for our home because it's my own house. You know, and hey, before we get out of here, I'm going to see if I can. I have a. Let's see if this will come up. I set up a camera today with my old phone. Oh, I don't see it.
And you smashed, and you've got glass in your finger already, huh?
Oh yeah, but that wasn't. There's an app called Alfred, and let me get to it, see if I can show it to you before we get out of here. And let's maybe it's not up right now. Yeah, apparently it's not up right now. Okay, I was going to do that, but it's not going to work out. So anyways, you can use your phone for a camera. If you have an old cell phone, there's an app called Alfred,
Smart.
and it's got to be an old smartphone, and you can set it up and use the old phone as a camera monitor and look at it. So I was going to show you that. Maybe I can do that another time on it. So yeah, Jeff says it was a great video you sent me. I've watched it 3 times. Yeah, there's so many. I get on YouTube and watch different. If I get stuck on something, and I'll watch videos and figure out what's going on. You know, in case of Batman must liked it then. He says I was typing so fast. Yeah, Alfred's cool. Jeff must be familiar with Alfred. And you take an old phone, and that's your camera. And I have it right now set up on my Pacu aquarium. There, it's running. Maybe I can show you here. Let me go full screen with that. This is my Pacu fish. I set up my old cell phone, and that way I can get a live view of watching my fish. Let's see if it pops up yet. Do I have it set up right?
Yeah, I see it.
You see it? Okay. So anyways,
yeah, it's there.
This is...
Oh, I know. I'm going to go run in and wave.
Yeah, you can do that, but I'm going to get off here in a second. So this is... I took my old phone and I taped it to the side of the aquarium. And this is my Pacu fish. This is Taco the Pacu. And so I set up a live cam now that I can go wherever you're at. You can bring it up. The dogs are going to bark because Sue is walking into the other room. Alright, so, but there's Sue. Now you can see her coming in there. So, you know, there's better quality cameras, but it works. You can see Paco's right there by the tank. So anyways, now you can, yeah, we see you. So She's gonna feed him in a minute. There it goes. Got a piece of dog food. She just gave him a piece of dog food, and he's gone for it. So that's Paco the Paco, and I set him up on a live screen. Let me get back here to my main screen here, and all right. So anyway, now Sue's back. So anyways, that was Taco the Paco. So hi, Sue. Did they go do anything bad? Oh, Jebby said I used to use I like to say that Google anything. Now I have YouTube for everything. Yeah, YouTube does everything. You know. Go wave, Sue. Okay, it sounds like the dogs are making a cuckoo impression. They were. And Jeff says, yes, Tammy, all your old phones and try this. Yeah, look up this thing. It's called Alfred. And you can take any of your old smartphones and use that smartphone as your camera. And you can do it on your computer or on your other phone, anything. And you can look live camera. And you can actually talk. We used to set that up and have it in the room with the dogs and go away and talk to the dogs. And they look around, try to figure out where you're at. So, but check that out. Okay, hey, we're going to get out of here. Jeff says my old phones are cracked or worse. That's why this one I'm using now, the screen's all cracked, but the camera works fine. The phone's not really that old, but so I'm using it for a monitor phone. Everybody watch Doot Star on YouTube when you go. It's a great starter for Halloween. So Doot Star. Hey, glad to see everybody come by today. I'm glad to see you had a whole crew here. We went. Halloween's a week from yesterday, wasn't it? So we'll be, a week from yesterday.
Yeah, you're right.
And it used to be hard on phones. I'm good on phones, but I broke one. I never broke a phone in my life, but I did break one the other day. So anyway, so we'll be on our next chat. Will be next Monday. It'll be the evening chat, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm glad to see everybody on. Good to see Scott come on. Good to see Jeff getting his drone. Ted, am I going to miss Sophie, UK? I hope I didn't miss it. And Tammy's on here. So everybody have a good Thursday. Weekend's coming up. Have fun over the weekend. So we're going to get out of here for today. Appreciate all my subscribers. If you're watching us later on, you can leave a comment later on. Tammy said we're dressing up and handing out candy. That would be fun.
Oh, trunk or treat.
Yeah, trunk or treat.
That's
so
cool. I want to see a picture, Tam.
Yeah, take pictures. So, yeah, if you're watching this later on, you can leave a comment below. Oh, there's Rick. Good morning, Rick. Rick's coming on as we're gone away. So, Rick's actually local. He's just next town over. So, good to see Rick coming on this morning. So, anyways, if you're watching this later, you can leave your comments. You're not subscribed. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. And finally catch it. You're done, I know. And hey, Rick, we'll be back on again on next Monday, 6 p.m., you know. So anyways, everybody have a good weekend coming up. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Rick. Bye, Rick.
Bye. Hi, Rick. Bye, Rick. See y'all the next time.